Corey did not grow up as a Christian. In fact, for about the first 20 years of his life, he had major issues with God. He had a far from perfect father, and so he struggled to see God as anything besides distant and demeaning and demanding and cruel. He assumed that God did not love him, care about him, or accept him in the least bit. But then things changed. When he was 19, Corey heard the actual gospel that there is a Father so great, he's not willing that even one should be lost. And in 2010, things really changed for Corey, because that's when he had a kid. And he held this little child in his hands, and he felt a kind of love like he had never felt before, this overwhelming sense of love. And one day as he held his son in his arms, he realized something, that the kid hadn't earned it, and he didn't deserve it. But as a father, Corey would do anything. He would give himself away for the sake of this one. Corey was a musician. So when the lights went on about the love of our incredible Father, he wrote the words of a song that some of you know. He said, "Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down. It fights till I'm found. It leaves the 99. I didn't earn it. I couldn't deserve it. But God, you give yourself away. The overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God." And some Christians questioned, is that right? Is God reckless? And he explained, what would you call a shepherd who would die for the sake of one that wandered? Who would give up everything for the one that sinned against him? For a good shepherd who's totally unconcerned with his own comfort or safety because his love is that great. He said reckless is the perfect word. Brothers and sisters in the faith, you boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Z, this is our story. That God did anything because 99% wasn't good enough. And it's the passion we bring to the next generation. We cannot let just one wander. God cares too much, and we do too. So let's leave and let's look. Let's love deeply and let's work. So the next time we lift up our voices about the never-ending, crazy, reckless love of God, it's not just us singing, it's the next generation with us.